Okay, exposure protection can be important in a lot of different scenarios. We always think of that in terms of trying to keep an exposure structure from igniting from a fire in another building. But let's take it back a step and say, how does it apply to hazardous materials, or specifically on a propane tank? Now, we all know that if we have a fire impinging on a propane tank, if the flame is impinging down low where the liquid level is, the liquid can absorb a lot of heat and save that tank from absorbing a lot of heat and possibly failing and bleviing. But if the flame gets up above that liquid line where it's just where the vapor space is, now the vapor can't absorb nearly as much heat, and pretty quickly that metal can turn around and fail. So this demo is just going to turn around and show you. We have a soda can, aluminum, very thin aluminum. We know that it melts pretty quickly, and we have it about halfway full of water. Now we're going to take our hot torch, this is probably around 1500 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to put a fire on the bottom. And we're going to see that even though normally aluminum would pretty quickly melt, because we have water down there, that's going to continue to absorb the heat. And in fact, it would continue to protect the can until the water either got too hot and boiled off, or something caused the water to leak out. But once we move our fire up above the liquid line, we're going to see that pretty quickly the can's going to fail. Then we're just going to turn the can around and we're going to apply a nice gentle fog stream onto it, just using a little spray bottle in this case. And you're going to see that in a lot of cases it doesn't take a lot of water to keep the can cool. It's more important or more about keeping all of the can where the flame is impinging on it, keeping that cool. So let's apply some fire down low. We can see that nothing happens because, again, that aluminum is being kept cool by the water inside. But as soon as we move it up high, very quickly the can's going to start failing. Now if we just turn it around, now we're going to do the same thing, and in this case we're going to have a nice gentle spray come right on that part of the can. Okay? Okay, go ahead, stop spraying. Perfect, so we can see as long as we had that very gentle spray on there, just a little bit of water, that kept that metal cool. As soon as we took that away, the metal heated up and it started failing. And again, the same concept's going to hold true when we talk about exposure protection. Remember back years ago, the fire service, we thought that putting a water curtain up between one building and an exposure would keep it cool. And then we figured out that radiant heat passes through any clear medium. So now the mindset is we have to nice gentle spray on the exposure building without causing damage to the building to keep it from heating up, keeping it cool. So that's exposure protection.